Hey guys, back again with another Amazon Prime watch, and today I watched Slugs, which is a 1988 horror film that I've wanted to see for a while because I've heard people talk about this one. And this premise is pretty basic. It's about these killer slugs that are reproducing in this area and start killing off people, and the town has to go, or a guy has to go and to stop them. And the town doesn't believe him, kind of like Jaws, and basically that's it. That's basically the plot of the movie, and it's not anything like there's not much plot that I expected from this movie, but I had to say the basic plot. Now I'll say this: this one came out in 1988. I really love just any 80s horror that I've not seen. I like seeing more on Amazon Prime, and Amazon Prime has a shit ton. There are so many that I want to see. And like I said, this is one I've wanted to see for a while, and I was really excited to see it. And honestly, I felt pretty good after watching it. I really did enjoy this one. The biggest thing I can give this one is the practical effects. The effects in this are great. There is a scene where a couple are trying to have sex, but then a girl falls on the ground where there are slugs literally covering the whole ground, and the slugs immediately grip onto her. They suck her blood so fast that she becomes a skeleton. It's really, really funny, and it's really fun. And the guy, of course, gets it afterwards. But that's really hilarious, and it really worked for me. There's a scene where a guy he gets bitten by a slug earlier in the movie, and then he's at a dinner, and he's feeling sick. He's really not feeling well at all after getting bit by the slug, and then he falls on the ground, and his head just starts breaking apart. Like, he just screams in agony, and his head just starts ripping into pieces. And those effects, practical effects, are freaking cool and really awesome. And I really love that about the movie. I thought that it really made it memorable. And I honestly thought that the slugs in this movie are really intimidating. And there's a lot of horror movies where I can be entertained, but not really feel that much intimidation from, what the killer or creature is in these movies. But in this one in particular, I really thought these were horrifying. And, really, I was really scared the fact that these existed, these killer slugs, and how fast they kill their prey and immediately reproduce everywhere. I think that really was effective. I thought it was a really good use of a creature feature, and it reminded me of something like, say, Frogs from the 70s, 1972, I think. It's that horror movie where all these animals are killing people. But this is way better than Frogs. Frogs is really boring. That's just a really boring movie that doesn't really show much. It's just up to the imagination. So it's a really low-budget 70s movie that's really boring and lame. But I liked that this one is very similar to that kind of movie, but it has gore and good effects to it. Like I said, they had a budget on the effects. I thought they worked really well and were really rewarding for a gore hound. If you're especially into gore, check this one out. But I really liked it for that sole purpose. But there's really not much else to say about it. The plot is, like I said, very, very obviously a plot that you've seen a million times. The characters are okay. They're not really anything that I remember or will remember. I also want to say the characters were nothing I can really mention. But I want to mention, too, that the main theme of this movie, the score, immediately sounded just like Friday the 13th with the piano, or with the violins, and it sounded just like a Friday the 13th score, and I just laughed out loud because I was like, they're really trying hard to make this sound like Friday the 13th score. And I know Friday the 13th was ripped off from other stuff like Psycho, but the fact is that this really did feel just like a Friday the 13th score, especially the intro. It cracked me up because it's not really a slasher, it's just a creature feature. And that's totally fine, because I enjoy creature features that are done well, and this one was done pretty well. I did like it a lot. There's not really much else. It's really just based on those effects alone that I enjoyed the movie. But besides that, I really can't say anything else. It's not super memorable in other ways, but I'll remember it for the gore effects. That's pretty much all I remember. So, pretty quick review, but that's my quick review on Slugs, which was, again, really fun. I enjoyed it. So, that's it. See you guys in the next video. Take care.